Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
Oh my God.
Everybody out, load out, load out.
David, who is this? Where's your wedding ring? What did he tell you? He's married.
He told me he had a kid and that you were dead.
You told her I was dead?
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
You can feel in your heart when something's not right.
No other woman has made me feel the way she does.
You don't do this to the people that love you.
I can live with the truth, but I can't live with lies.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm by myself.
This is not the way we're supposed to end.
I will get to the truth.
I know this isn't easy.
I can't take it anymore.
I knew something was going down, though, man.
This has been a lie the whole time.
I'm about to throw up.
Oh, hell no!
Here we go. I see you right there. I want a hard target search.
Is this what you call any time with your dart?
There he is.
Get your hands on me!
Get the camera off you.
You need to be baptized!
Calm down. Knock that off.
I saw you on the tape!
This is the price of justice.
This is like not how this is supposed
Whatever,
to work,
just
John.
go with him.
I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
I do love you.
I love you, too.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
I'm Joey Greco, and thank you for watching another engaging episode of Cheaters. Please meet Adrienne Ziegler, a wife confused by her husband's emotional issues. Worried that his compulsions are becoming uncontrollable, Adrienne appeals to Cheaters for assistance.
Adrienne Ziegler, age 28. A manager hoping her husband is working on their marriage and not on someone else.
I just thought he would be the man for me for the rest of my life, and there's no question. There was no question when he proposed that he was it for me, and he made me feel like I was the only woman on this earth. Things changed when I came downstairs one night and he was naked in front of his computer. What is he doing in front of this plastic cold hardware that's turning him on so much to where he has to be at 3 o'clock in the morning in front of porn? When I put the key logger on the computer, I found out that there was email addresses, all these women that he had. He was like 7 different people. But then he did break down and he said, I've got a problem and I need your help. He had some things he needed to work out, so we sent him to a therapist. We contacted a therapist, and she thought it would be best for him to go to a self-help group. I'm a little scared. And I'm so lost. I don't even know what the truth is anymore.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters Detective Agency may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Investigative charges may apply. David, likeness withheld, age 32. A self-confessed sex addict suspected of working the steps on a female sponsor. Investigation Day 3. After procuring the suspect's schedule from Adrienne, Cheaters agents lie low outside her husband's workplace. A few minutes before quitting time, the suspect, David, whose likeness is withheld, exits and heads to his car. Mobile units pull behind his sporty ride and tail him to an office park. He bounds up the stairs for his bi-weekly Sex and Love Addicts meeting. Respecting the tenets of the organization, investigators kill their cameras and later reacquire the suspect as he arrives at a local coffee shop. David walks inside and emerges on the patio, where an unknown female is sitting. The suspect pulls up a chair next to the attractive brunette, and they talk and sip their bean. Their magnetism is obvious. The suspect's companion can't help but pull him in for an erogenous kiss. After they finish their makeout session and their coffee, they wander back to the parking lot. Standing by his car, David accepts the affection of his date before entering his car and heading home for the evening. Investigation Day 5. The weekend stakeout begins with a call from Adrienne informing detectives of David's plan to take his nephew out for the day. He picks up the little rascal from his sister's home and takes him to a local restaurant and bar. David teaches his ward the finer points of billiards while being served a beer by the waitress, who also happens to be the unknown female from previous surveillance, now identified as Mika. David lets his nephew practice by himself while he and Mika get close at the opposite end of the table. While Mika attends to other patrons, David orders his little soldier to make himself scarce when the pretty waitress returns. Mika soon bounces back and enjoys her coffee break with an adoring David. The suspect returns his charge to Mama and surprises detectives by driving to another restaurant. Outside, a waiting Mika sees her man approaching and welcomes him with a soft kiss hello. They share a meal and some laughs before leaving with their leftovers. They pile into David's car and are followed to an unknown apartment complex. The suspect and his Arabian princess walk arm in arm into the complex and out of sight from detectives' cameras. Investigation Day 6. The weekend continues as investigators keep vigil outside the apartment Adrienne shares with David. The suspect is seen walking to his car with a suitcase in his hand. He shoves the bag into the trunk of his car before mobile units tail him to his self-help session. He puts on his signature sports coat and heads up into the group. After the meeting, detectives follow the supposedly sober David winding his way to his paramour's apartment. He walks in with his suitcase and comes out with his lady friend as an accessory. David's honesty is put to the test in this recorded phone call with Adrienne.
Hey, babe, what are you doing?
Just having some drinks.
Who are you having drinks with?
Tony.
Well, you should stop drinking here pretty soon so you can come home.
Oh, man. No, it's too late. I should just spend the night here.
Okay, well, I can come and get you. It's no big deal.
No, you don't need to do that. No, I'll be... Maybe I'll call you in the morning, okay?
All right.
Love you.
I love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
As David and Mika return to her apartment, Cheater's agents head to the command center to assemble their data for Adrienne's inspection. Coming up, the confrontation.
With evidence of the suspect's indiscretions preserved on tape, Cheaters regretfully confirms Adrienne's worst suspicions. Driven by her desire for the truth, a pensive Adrienne steadies herself for the wicked conclusion.
Adrienne, thanks for being with us this morning. I'm not going to take a lot of time because we may not have a lot of time. Are you ready to look at the information that our detectives have?
Yes.
We had a team outside of David's place of employment. He exits, travels to a multi-housing community, starts to walk up. A child comes out and greets him.
That's his nephew.
He collects this young man, and from there they travel to a, I'm not going to say it's an arcade, but it's a bar luncheon area that happens to have a pool table in it. They start playing billiards while they're there. A server comes up, greets them, brings them back some beverages, but he seems to send the young man off, and the server that was helping them returns, and they seem to have somewhat of a secret exchange between the two of them. And from what we're seeing here, it would appear that there's something going on other than just the serving of beverages. They finish up their game. He returns the young man to his home. But at this point, he goes to another restaurant.
Oh my God.
Meets the woman that we just saw him with. And now it is definitely clear that they knew one another before that particular instance. After lunch, they go back to his car and were followed until they arrived at an apartment complex that appeared to be where this young lady resides. On this day, Adrienne, as David left your apartment, he was carrying a bag. After work, he again attended his meeting. At the conclusion of his meeting, he returns back to the same apartment that we'd seen him at earlier. They travel to an area, they do some shopping. Once they finish shopping, they return back to her apartment. What you just saw was last night. The apartment complex that you saw on the video is right over there.
Oh my God.
And if you so elect, we can go there and wait till he leaves and see if he can finally give you some straight answers to the questions that you've had.
Yes. I think we should do that.
Okay, come with me and we'll get in the van. We're moving. We're coming right now. Go be on the lookout. Go, hurry up, Brett. He wants to get it before they get to the car. All right, there they are right there.
Oh my God.
Everybody out, load out, load out.
David! What the are you doing? Who is this? What are you doing? What did you do? You think I wouldn't find out?
I didn't do anything.
Wait, you were supposed to say it Tony's. She doesn't look like Tony.
I did say it, Tony. I'm just picking up. This is my friend Mika. I'm just taking
Your
her to
friend? You think I'm that stupid? I'm gonna get. What the? Where's your wedding ring? Where is it?
Coming up, the conclusion.
Got some movement. Let's go.
Everybody out, load out, load out.
David! Who is this? Where's your wedding ring? Where is it? In the bag? You think I wouldn't find out, David? Come on, let's see what we got in here. Come on.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got some gym stuff. Yeah. Okay, we got some clothes. KY. You need KY for this?
I don't need KY.
What are you doing? We stood up there. We took our vows. We're married. What the is this? We're married. He's got a wife, bitch.
Dead.
What else you got in there, huh?
No.
Y'all playing sex games? What are you doing, David? What is all this?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Adrienne, we don't have to do this right now, please.
What the is this, David? This is what you want me to be?
Are you laughing? Is this
That's
funny?
disgusting.
Wait.
You have to have this bitch over here.
Bitch?
I took you to SLA meetings. I took you there, and what now? You were going to those meetings, David. You said it was working.
You pushed me there.
I pushed you there. And what the is up with you taking Tucker out? That's your nephew.
That's not your son?
Why are we doing this on TV is what I want to know, baby. But
Oh, David. How could you do this to me?
I'm so sorry.
How could you do this to me?
How did you meet this gentleman?
Oh my God. We met at a meeting. It was.
I don't even know who you are. I don't even know who I married. You're a complete stranger to me. I don't even know.
So he's been in chat rooms and so on and so forth. Lying to you as well as his wife, so.
Little tramp go. Where'd she go? Yeah, you. How long has this been going on? How long?
6 weeks.
6
we need
weeks?
to even talk, okay?
Excuse me. What did he tell you? He's married. We've been married for 4 years. It'll be 5 years in July.
He told me he had a kid and that you were dead and he was a single father.
You told her I was dead?
And that he loved me?
Do you have anything to say?
Oh, God.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, why were you lying? How about, why don't we start there?
I'm just confused. I mean,
Do you think that there's a good
tell
reason?
some more lies. Keep lying.
Good reason
That's all that ever
for
goes
her to
on.
want you
Keep
to go
lying.
to those meetings?
Yeah, I mean, I want to get help. I want to be with her. I love her.
We're done.
I spent a lot of money on this.
You tried to
Stay
be.
away from me.
I can't believe you did this. Just
Okay,
take me to my car.
easy.
Just take me to my car. I just want to get out of here. What is this? Just take me. Just take
I'll
me
explain this
to
all
my
to
car.
you later. I can't do it right now in front of all these. I don't even know.
Why won't
what's
you just
going
take
on.
me to my car?
I will take you to your car, okay?
David. David, you're coming with me. Don't worry, you're coming with me. I don't want you to ever see that woman ever again. You understand? Let's get in your car and let's go.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm sorry, baby.
All right. Well, okay, guys, let him have some space.
All these cameras all over me.
After everything, you're just gonna leave? You're just gonna bail on me like this?
I'm so sorry.
Hang in there. If we can help with anything else, let us know. All right, good luck.
Get out!
Mika, I'm sorry.
Go! Just leave!
Get your bag, David.
Are y'all gonna let me go, or what?
We'll get you. We'll take you to wherever.
I loved you!
Get in the car, David. Get in the car. David.
You need more than
Get in the car.
therapy for this.
David, damn, get in the car.
You know. Yeah. We'll get you wherever you need to go.
With the confrontation behind her, Adrienne strives to understand her husband's lies. Later in the show, we'll update you on her progress. But first, Chris Talbot returns to offer his side of things regarding his part in the Glenda Willis case.
Chris Talbot, age 41. Talbot comes in to rectify some misconceptions when caught high on the hog with another woman.
Christine and myself, we went to have snow cones. It was hot that day. And we were just sitting down, eating our snow cones, and all of a sudden I see the cameras. Actually, I was kind of confused. I looked around, I'm trying to figure out who they were there for. And they were there for me, for no reason.
What's going on, man?
What are you doing?
Come here. Come on back up here. Hey, I want to talk.
Man, what are you doing?
What is this all about? Who is she? Who is this?
What are you doing, man? Come
Who
on,
is
baby, let's
this?
go.
Who are you? What are you talking about? Let's
Man.
go. Glenda, I'm the one that's been dating him for the last 9 months. I don't know where
crazy,
you've
man.
been.
You crazy,
I don't know
man.
where you've been, baby,
You
but
crazy,
he's
man.
been
You
at
crazy.
my house. These weekends that
crazy,
he's been
man.
disappearing,
Let's go.
he's been at my house.
Me and I have been on and off for years. I mean, that's my girl. Glenda, on the other hand, I met her on a single site, and she came to see me a few times. We kicked it, had fun, and I guess she got confused with fun and falling in love, or whatever she might call it. I don't know.
Why wouldn't you just? Okay, well, I understand that, but why wouldn't you just tell her there was nothing going on and you didn't want to continue?
Ain't no need you leaving now. Why you running like a punk now? Why you running like a punk now?
Glenda,
huh?
Glenda.
Why you running like a punk now?
Glenda,
Why you
Glenda.
running like a punk?
No.
I spoke with Glenda once after and just called her a crazy bitch because it didn't make any sense to me. I mean, I don't know if she was on medication or what. More than likely, yes. Me and may settle down. You know, as I stated, we've been on and off for years. So this last little run, we've been pretty tight. So yeah, she may be the one I settle down with, more than likely.
As the dust settles, Adrienne Ziegler has decided to stand by her man. She states, David has a disease, just like alcoholism. I can't abandon him. David was eager to speak with producers, vowing that he'll never again betray his wife. He says, Adrienne is the best thing that ever happened to me, and I seem hell-bent on destroying it. I know I have a problem. I'll take it one day at a time and try to make it up to Adrienne for all the pain I've put her through. Mika has experienced self-esteem issues since the confrontation. She explains that her past was one of abuse and hardships. With therapy, she claims to have been getting better before she met David. Cheater's producers are now working with Mika to get her the help she requests.
remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.